Let's get into it.
This will be a fast one, Alex. We have no utility on the T side. 5 sets of Kevlar. You do not see that too often on this map. Going for that initial banana control, and it just begs the question, how do you even begin to take the B bomb side with no flashes, no smokes? For me, it has to be something towards middle, but who knows where this is going.
And in stark contrast, you can see an extra HE next to Exit. He's got 2. 1 on his belt, 1 right there. The double nade, he is alone, and players, getting info. Nice from Henny, confirms bodies in mid, that will keep feet planted. 4, this is the trap they're hoping to snap shut.
Taking their time here as we get to the 1 minute 20 mark. CT still with smoke, HE as well, and a 4-man stack towards middle. Annihilation to test him out first. And down he goes. Breno absolutely dominates him there.
That might be enough. That should be enough to ward them off of the ace side. But this is where Exit's nades may come back into play. Henny's getting a nice bit of info on the clear. It favors the USPs, and they all go looking for Bartak. With presence in Boiler, and the commitment up B is up to Exit. His perception of when to throw these nades is too late now. Flashes through, but so are the Ts. 2 across. Bomb on the back of Score, still not there. Does get safe. This gets interesting now.
It certainly does. 2 players pushing towards Ruins, and it will be Blitz trying to force the issue here. Breno finds his 2nd kill of the round. Lots of damage inflicted to the CTs, but no kills found whatsoever. 5 on 1 now. Score, strong player, but he's got a very tall order here. Not going to happen. The clean sweep from IBR comes through. A very successful pistol round for them, and quite a strange one in general. No grenades on the T side. I haven't seen that in some time.
It's true. I mean, all of the best teams right now, they're even throwing decoys just to try and bait utility
because
on B.
You don't have the P250s and you don't have any flashes, so you can't really go for the one taps, and they're going to have so many advantages at range, like we saw. And unless you're rushing, I just don't see where that one's really leading towards.
And there was no reason for them to lose pace. You know, you assumed this is going to be a fast one, and then they kind of just petered out. I don't know what Exit did. He didn't really puff up his chest.
Well,
posture.
It seemed like Annihilation's method was, I'll just peek middle of the Glock, and he got one tapped, and that was the end of it. They just had to run in towards B. Not the most compelling pistol round, but still, it will be a force buy in the second, even without the plan. They've got themselves Galils, Deagles, and basic utility. 3 smokes, and compared to the CTs, it's not too bad. They do have a fighting chance here. Gunning for that banana control. Going to be an early challenge. Great flashbang, but Breno goes down.
It's up to Blitz as well. He spotted out Insani. He wants more blood. Rounding that corner could be a death sentence, though, considering the gamble. 3 players. Even with the frag found, they're still here, taking fights, losing fights. Score builds upon it, finishes what Blitz started. Exit, aggressive, down now. Henny with the trade leaves us early in a 2-on-2. There is a litter of nades. I can see 3 smokes lying on the ground right there.
Yeah, you're right. Well, they can go back and scoop those up if possible. Very welcome on the T side. And remember, even though it's a 2-on-2, massive advantage to the T side here. The CTs will be spread thin or on opposite side of the maps, and it will be Henny to defend here. He has no grenades, but he does have the firepower. M4 in hand as he goes towards coffins.
He gave him this M4. The only one in play in the second round. Let's see if Henny can close. The double is great, but does need more. Anticipating the bar attack. Wrap! But wham! The Galil beats out the M4. Henny's head splattered, and the rest should fall into place. What's Turtle to do?
Well, he's got a whole array of utility here. He's going for the surprise element, and hopefully we'll find that first pick.
You can assume they're on this side, and that's perfect. Problems, nade or flame, make your choice. Smoke is actually the perfect answer. I don't know why I'm getting hyped. The smoke, yep. Solves their problem. Solves it. And sorted. Okay, problem solved. What a conversion in the second round.
You're absolutely right, though. Without the smoke, that could have been wild. The grenade missed as well, but if he managed to nail that perfectly,
man,
would have been big. But that's a huge bounce back there for IHC. Bear in mind, a pretty underwhelming pistol, and this was, I'm not going to say lucky, but certainly fortunate. Fully blind, getting the big spray down there.
I was about to ask you, like, what's a more professional way to say lucky?
Yeah.
Fortunate.
Yeah,
I'm putting that in my pocket for later. That's good. Yeah, he was a fortunate frag.
Absolutely, but they'll take it all day long. And of course, the force buy wars begin now. We're going to see the pistols on the CT side not as well equipped, opting for the grenades once more, and a forward stance towards the banana area. Score smoked off, and just going to allow it to be for now. They're going to fall back, go into a default setup and feel the map out. And it's actually a bit of a B-lean from the CTs here as they set up some retake utility. Flashes going over and going to be pushing down.
Yeah, this is nice. The deep smoke thrown from way back on the site. And this is just going to slow down any intention IHC had. You have to clear this back out, force the CTs away before you can really continue your adventures.
The problem is, though, I suppose, that now you have nothing left. Sure, you had the banana control initially, but how does Breno hold on to it with just a P250 in armor? He can spot for info, he sees one of T's steps, but that's all he can really do. He has to call for the rotation now, so here they come. They have one flash remaining on Turtle, and he's actually the A side, so Breno in position. They're going to try and bait him in. This could work out for a couple, maybe not. Good job by Score.
Perfect. Well, they can just take in some long-range engagements. More of those to be found on the A site. It does seem like that was where they're going to be finishing off. Smoking up the long side. Blitz will throw out the utility as well, and we'll see who's going to be tested on that two-man hold. It's Henny and Turtle kind of side by side, hoping the different elevations. Going to be a hard clear for the T's. Techno likely to pre-aim. Jumps in to their jaws. Turtle, more like a snapping turtle on the 5-7 for the first, and that's all to celebrate as the bomb should be planted. A-site rumbled, and finally, well, Forced by Wars, quite short-lived.
Absolutely true. Insani, exit, not really much they can do at this stage. They'll be holding towards B. It looked like it was getting a bit problematic there for the likes of Techno 4K, but the A pincer came through. They managed to shut down the stack, and there it is. Another convincing round as IHC take the lead as well. Has to be the full eco from MIBR. They get $1,900 into the next round. Here's the headshot first bullet as well. Love to see that.
Was it Breno the last time as well? You know,
Yeah,
with a fortunate frag?
Yep.
I think Breno's going to probably
True.
just put a little leash on him for the first 15 seconds. This is a horrible way to go. What is that? The first bullet, straight through the boards.
No ninja diffusers here, just confirming that.
And I want to point some praise towards Bartak, just in the sense that, you know, he did deliver in Katowice for IHC when they were taking these big scalps. And from my understanding, not only is he young, but, you know, just summoned into the ranks as a stand-in and delivering. I mean, 21 years young.
He was in the academy team, or their 6th player, I believe that's what it was. But yeah, he's a player everyone's talking about. Really excited to see how he develops into the tournament. Didn't get the win yesterday against Outsiders, but not many teams would, to be honest with you. As we get into round 4, as mentioned, it has to be the full eco. MIBR don't have a whole lot. They did save a 5-7 and Kevlar, but $2,000. They'll be getting $2,400 into the next, so they won't be able to get an AWP on Henny. So financial woes after a very convincing pistol. They didn't drop a single player. Things are getting very difficult and will continue to do so.
Tell you what else is difficult.
Go on.
Mongolian names. I'm going to see if I can do it during this eco.
Okay, let's go for it.
Oh, mate, you should see Annihilation. We'll see if he gets a frag, but yeah, this is...
Good luck with that one.
Yeah. We'll see who gets the frags, you know? Maybe Techno, because Techno I can do, he says without looking at it. Yeah. I should do their last names like a football commentator, shouldn't I?
That would be quite nice.
All right.
Well, here we go. Little execution here. It is against the eco, but wacky stuff can go down, especially with a boost back here. It's actually quite a nice idea. I think Exit's good for one here.
Oh, it's a good opener. Bartaku opens the account, and Exit's actually made a bit of a meal of their attack. The smokes are fading. Gonna need more out of Annihilation. Multiple bodies running him down. He does handle business on the first 2. Still very sketchy scenes. That nade saves him. Bang. And Henny's gone. Problem now for Exit. He started great off that boost, but oh, wow. Significant damage again.
Yeah, he's being a nuisance, that's for sure. Bomb does go down. Should be the round over. Hoping to do a little bit more damage through the smoke, but his job is done. This is a full eco. He saved the 5-7 in Kevlar. He gets 2 kills for aka $600. So that's something. And that might mean he can buy the AWP going forward for Henny, but it would sacrifice his own round. I don't think they needed it that desperately.
Yeah, just sticking around if he can take any more financial damage to Annihilation on the exit. The answer is no. But there you go, well handled in the end. MIBR still threatening on those quasi-buys. We are going to be getting the rifles out.
Might be worth a timeout here, considering they're still in a pretty difficult spot financially. So exit with 5,000 at the very top, lots of cash now after winning 3 rounds in a row. So again, huge advantage. MIBR with no kits, no sniper, and a few players without helmets. Fortunately, no MAC-10s here. And Score is full send through the smoke towards Banana. Actually manages to sneak through as well.
This is cheeky. I mean, going to clear him dry. It's Breno. No flash required. Just goes for the clear. Now problems for IHC. And Techno, stubborn. Surely a dead man. Yeah, betrayed by his toes. Just sticking out of the smoke. And it's 2 casualties early for IHC. Now staring at smoke. It's a 2-man disadvantage. Ugh.
Yeah, well, Breno continues to play on the front foot. This time it works out very well for him. Blitz trying to salvage the round. Molotov towards quad. Avoiding the nades here, but 2 players to find. If he gets the first, the second's going to swing. Here's Henny, and they overlook the position. Well played. Double kill found for him, and Annihilation remains with the AWP. Still has a minute to work with it. No need to throw the round away. You can do something with this. If you get a couple of picks, it becomes a very problematic situation, especially if that bomb gets planted. They're very tentative to sit in the B bomb site. You can see Breno, he's in CT spawn. He has a smoke still as well, so we'll wait till there's any sort of activity and deploy that. Could save the AWP. Got 5K in the bank though, so we'll see what he decides to do. Seems to be the case. 35 seconds to sit and spawn. Well, there we go.
Yeah, there we go.
When was the last time we did this? 2020, I suppose?
Yeah, it must have been 2020.
Like COVID Pro League?
Yeah, the COVID Pro League where we were all locked in the
And it was...
Lancashire.
Okay, that would have been the TriCast, I suppose. When was the last time you and I did an event together?
Oh, mate, it could have been not New York.
I think we always go back to New York because that was the most memorable one. Yeah. That was a fun one. When we went live and there was like a half an hour tech delay with just you and I on camera, the microphone's not really working.
That was when we had the biggest MVP of the tournament, Buckethead, who helped us fill an hour.
Yo, I forgot about Buckethead.
Buckethead. Some dude just
that was amazing.
Tried to confiscate his hat. And the whole crowd, like the power of peer pressure. The security guard was like, oh God, I'm back at school. No, he can stay. He can stay.
It's okay, guys. Well, there it is. MIBR do bounce back. The AWP is saved by Annihilation, and AK-47 scooped up as well. This is where they've become much more powerful on the CT side. They can start to take a few more risks, and we might see that right now. Indeed, pushing down towards the underpass area, and Turtle, he'll tuck himself into the bench and fully commits. They knew he had the AWP, so that's unfortunate. Huge opening frag, and they can just pump the brakes now, wait for all these CT reactions to come through.
Something that's notable as well about Annihilation as he finds the opening frag is that he is very consistently using the AWP on the T side of Inferno. You know, we said it's a map they play a lot, and he's comfortable using the AWP. Not every team opts to utilize it as commonly.
It's pretty old school, yeah. A lot of teams don't use it because as soon as things get chaotic, it's difficult to actually get stuck in. It's very good for post-plant, of course. But for now, CTs, a Turtle down. And Breno on the front foot as usual, but with no backup, he needs to be very careful there. Oh. That was close. So he'll deploy the smoke and maybe call for a teammate to come back, and that's going to be exit this time.
Yeah, they've covered their bases. In the meantime, IHC have slipped up top brackets with the main body of their assault. 3 members gathered with the CTs flying blind. No info top banana, no info top mid. I mean, that's usually a recipe for a lost round. Admittedly, this is a product of Turtle's aggression not being rewarded, but they are about to hit. This is a huge numbers advantage. It's a 5v2.
Yeah, you're dead on there. They're going to have to play a little bit more aggressive, and that's going to do it. Insani, good frag, but a lot more needed here. If Henny can step up, a powerful position in the graveyard, looking to create a few corpses here, and there's the first couple. Could be enough. Back to a 2-on-2. No utility on the CT side. 1 smoke remaining for IHC. That will be deployed right now. So a difficult retake here, but certainly possible with Exit's kit. Yeah,
the kit, that smoke, though, it does really throw a wrench in the works. And he's going for the round-the-world maneuver. Exit will play for the fade. So at least they'll be coming in from 2 different avenues of Assault. Techno taking cursory glances towards that short side. I don't know if he's been spotted. Now he has. The Beret sticking on out, but Techno confirms Breno's on his way in. And that's the end of it. Surely Exit's got nothing left to give. Playing it safe, playing the crossfires. IHC, a conversion, admittedly, a little bit more tested than they may have expected.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. MIBR, like I said, they had the wind in their sails. 3 AK-47s, wanted to present some aggression, some disrespect, get stuck in. But the actual chosen play for me was a bit underwhelming. Normally, you're bombarding the T-steps with flashbangs as pushes down Banana at the same time. Lots of pressure elsewhere. He just went down by himself, ran into the AWP, which they know he saved. A little bit unfortunate, but there we have it. MIBR will be forcing into the round. So, Breno went 4. Turtle, same story, but not much else otherwise. Henny was just a USP.
Seems like the aggression not going to stop, charging straight towards that half-wall jumping spray, tagging up Breno, and he is got blood lust in his eyes as 2 down, and they continue to charge into him. Those 2 deaths early have not deterred him.
He is aggressive towards Banana, isn't he? Every single round, going for these double kills. As the T's now locked out. Smoke down towards half-wall. Annihilation trying to get stuck in here. He's got the AK-47 now as well. Techno will have vision once more, and the CT's actually still playing on the front foot here, and it's getting a little bit clumsy. Breno looking for his 3rd. Takes damage from his teammate, I believe.
But yeah, I mean, this is a prime example of 2 teams that are happy to stand and bang. Both of you just going to stand and bang.
It's a classic combo.
Yeah, and it just is who's going to relent first? Who is going to buckle? I mean, here comes more. Stands, bangs, Bartak gets onto Exit. Rotation forced, smokes out, flashes 2. That feels like a commitment. You have to go off that.
Yeah, I think you're absolutely right there. The USP doesn't step up. Breno will have to find the hat trick, and what a shot it is. Bartek replies, back to the 2-on-2, but lots of utility on this retake. Sure, they're a rifle down, but Insani's Deagle has been known to be very powerful. Takes Bartek down to 8 points of health, C4 planted, and now they will group up, maybe try and reclaim the ruins area.
Yeah, it's Annihilation who's surely going to take contact first. If Bartek does go down, 1 Deagle bullet to finish the job. It's Turtle to deliver. Now Annihilation's been spotted. Oh, and he tries to run away. It's Turtle to punish. That is a big one back from MIBR.
Okay, now we have a real game on our hands here. That was a must-win round, if you ask me, for MIBR. Huge risk to buy back into it, but it works out. Yeah, indeed. He goes aggressive once more towards top of Banana. Another double kill there. Great smoke behind the T's. They were segregated, couldn't help each other out, taking a lot of nade damage as well. The stand and bang was a good approach, but unfortunately not quite enough. After Brenner got the one tap from the emo position, that was the end of the round for me. Very well played. And then nice job on the retake.
Yeah, it was good work from the team as well. You can see Insani, he was playing the most out of what he had. Just the Deagle in the off angle does damage to Bartek that forces a compromise post plant from the T's. And yeah, they convert Turtle with the double.
How sick is it finding these star players from like the academy team coming up, 18 years old, looking to prove themselves and delivering. Like, that's Breno and Insani. They're both from the academy team of MIBR, and they would arguably be the 2 stars of the squad. Like Henny, sure, he's the most experienced of the household name, but no one's looking to him for the big performances. It's those 2.
Yeah, and it's so sick. And this is something we're seeing across the board, just across the globe.
Yeah.
In competitive Counter-Strike, there is this academy system that is, I think, not only nurturing talent quicker, but we're just finding names we otherwise wouldn't. You know, it's very hard to get your break, get your chance, and now, well, a lot of players that want to are getting the chance to put themselves in the shop window. I mean, Insani, the fact that I got to see him in Katowice, you know, meeting his idols,
right?
And never mind that, top fragging and carrying some of them. I mean, it's just amazing. It's a story that as old as Counter-Strike, everyone's loved the idea of that plucky young gun that comes and does things no one's done before, and now more than ever have we got evidence of that in the server. So IHC MIBR is about to go down. Look at this compromised buy. I mean, Hank's already highlighted it. What, pistols and that saved rifle? Well, not even a saved, actually.
This is a full investment. Annihilation's going to try and carry the round with the AWP.
I like it.
Difficult on the T-Set Inferno, as we already highlighted. So we'll see what he's up to, whether he can actually make this one work. They're choosing to probe towards the B bomb site. Presumably contact until he can spot CT spawn and hopefully find a pick. And then deploy the little utility they have. We're talking smoke, CT spawn, coffins, Molotov new boxes, flash over, and I think there's a boosting towards CT spawn as well from exit. It will be difficult to shut that one down, but with a contact play, might be enough here.
Breno's not really in a position to help him. Like, no one's checking. In fact, they just flash him and pushing for the fight on Orange's first. Well handled. MIBR win those opening engagements. Both of the B players sailing. And now to finish, the final flourish. Needs a fresh mag, should be run down. Missed shot from Annihilation, and the rest is history. Annihilation's got no hope with that AWP. 4 barreling towards him and letting the first one go. It's nice onto exit, and that could have very well hurt. He is a scary man to put down. Finally, they put him away.
It's such an iconic position for Orpers now, getting towards new boxes and having like 5 CTs just hunting you down, and you just start hitting all the most ridiculous shots. But no dice this time. The force buy doesn't really result in much. I would have liked them to have allowed Annihilation a bit more time to cook there, like go around the map and see what picks are available. He didn't really fire a realistic shot, unfortunately. But a nice setup there from MIBR, good boost in CT spawn. As mentioned, in those sort of rounds, he's not going to check it. And yeah, it has to be the full eco now as MIBR starting to get back into this. As we go 4-4, bit of a gimme one here, and that's a massive grenade, maximum damage to 2 players.
Sheesh, kebab. What, 160 damage?
Yeah,
not
bad at all.
Whew. And now Score's had a chunk taken out of him as well. Smoke does get deployed to stem the potential aggression. I'm going to be regrouping to try and throw their bodies out.
Are you still a Deagle man? You when you play CS?
I have been trying.
I used to be so good at it in Source, and in CSGO, I just can't get aboard of it. I don't know why. This doesn't work for me. I'm a 5-7er.
Yeah,
you know?
part of 5-7 is brutal in your hand.
That's the snapping turtle for me.
So many bullets, and the players got the memo now as well. It took a while.
I did it. I was trying to tell everyone, yes, trust me, this 5-7 is so much better than the CZ. Just get that trash away.
But the PT50 kind of does the job for me. I do like it. Oh, and so Bartek with a Deagle demonstration. Turtle takes 4 in one quick spray.
What?
Careful, Bartek. you shouldn't, you can't. And he's actually gotten away with probably a plant.
Yeah, well, they're both bottom and middle. Up they come. He's got an AK-47. If he wins this, it's an ace clutch with 15 HP on a full eco.
Okay, Bartek! Hold on! Fakes the drop, tries to play with Henny's mind on the sound cues up and over. Henny trying to save them. Bartek looking for the ace clutch with just the deagle to start. The Lone Wolf super sub. He's only got one more frag in it. Henny patience. Hoping Bartek gives it to him in that dead space. Henny overthinking. Bartek, one headshot, one bullet. The clutch up for IHC, and Henny just saves them from red faces, and that was scary.
I thought Henny was joking that real bad. He didn't want to move. He was hoping that he would play himself, but Bartek, what a round that was. Full Glock eco, 4 kills found, bomb planted one-on-one, a bullet away from glory.
This third frag gets him so much. Like, it gets him a plant for the squad, obviously $800 each, then this is just... Oh, it was so tempting.
And the fact he's against Henny as well, the AWPer, it was almost a perfect storm there. A sigh of relief there from MIBR. That should have been an absolute gimme. That was a 4-on-1, but there we go. A lot of financial ruin there. You can see MIBR now fully invested into this round, so they didn't win the round, but maybe they can bounce back. Exit, though, once again, aggressive down towards Banana. They keep coming out on top ever since the mid stages of this half began.
Yeah, those Brazilians... I mean, across the board, they will always have some very scary CT aggressive maneuvers that they've ironed out to a T. And that aggression is rewarded once more. I mean, the ding come to annihilation, it really dampens the mood. Sure, you've lost a player, but now even your AWPer is going to be having the win taken from his sails.
Well, not too much activity on the map right now. They're going through the underpass and making their way back towards Banana, it seems. Breno's at the very top. He's got the M4, aggressive of course, and will be just looking for the pixel jump and hopefully deploying the smoke when spotted, but there was a real chance for annihilation there.
My goodness, yeah. He got that lovely cue, just a pointy elbow, pre-aimed well, just not quite on the money.
Well, they're going to fully execute towards B. Exit has rotated over to assist Breno here, and they've got a flashbang remaining. Exit with a couple as well, and he might be flashed through. I think it's a coffin slash indeed. Over we go. Breno doesn't get anything done. That's unfortunate. Techno not blind.
Yeah, he turned. Perfect timing on that. But this is the perfect timing for Turtle. Oh, Bartek, he was just about to turn away. His responsibility is to hold the flank. Insani typically comfortable, very uncomfortable so far. Up against IHC, and again meets Bartek. Look at Blitz charging. That was with the bomb, Henry Greer.
Hello.
That was the bomb.
That's a bit of a machine maneuver.
Bomb's down.
They've got bomb. They got bomb.
They got bomb. Oh.
Yeah, you do hate to see that. I would take a timeout at that point. That is rough. You've rushed the bomb in towards CT spawn, and the round is unfortunately over at that stage. And I just want to check something. Can we check in with the observer? I've got an inkling something might be going on here.
Hello?
Hey.
Oh, is Chad with you this game?
No. Well, why am I looking at my map there? Jesus.
Can you explain that, Rush? I mean, you've watched thousands and thousands of mini-maps of Counter-Strike.
Oh, that's outrageous. Like, I don't know what to say.
Oh.
The flank, I like that. Don't get opportunity to show it, of course, because Insani's pushing in pool.
Yeah, you had to focus on that.
Bartek's running through into spawn.
We should do this. Every time a round pisses Rush off, he can come and explain why he hated it.
Okay, the what a blunder segment.
Yeah. So
I don't know what they're doing there.
You can pipe up at any time. If a round was difficult, I'd like to hear it.
It's a good job this keyboard is very solid, or else I'd give it a twist,
the reason I asked him, I thought Chad was doing the observing.
He said he would.
Yeah, so I just wanted to see what was going on there, see if we could catch him in the act. But maybe he'll be back for the next one.
He said he's coming over at some point.
Okay, well, we'll look out for that. Well, here we go. It's going to have to be the half by, unfortunately. IHC dropping off after a very strong initial stage here of Inferno. First map of the best of 3, and they'll be entering this round number 11 with just the pistols. A few Tech 9s, some Deagles here. 4 nades, Alex, and suggest they'll be doing some sort of coordinated airstrike, I would imagine. Yeah,
and partnered up with the 2 smokes, they've got the recipe.
The only place I can think of an Inferno is like the corner here, right on that corner of Banana, but interested to see where they take it. Maybe the pit.
Yeah, if they can get there, which is viable as it stands.
So yeah, smoke off towards arch side, flash the pit, then coordinate it maybe.
I mean, Turtle would eat those. And there's confirmation of pit presence.
Okay.
Licking their lips now, Henry.
Coming together. So if they get that kill, then they fully
he's ahead of it. He's actually away from the nade position,
Flash.
throws out one of his own.
And
Now
the
they nade him, Turtle. Save for the first, down now to stack nades, and suddenly the site has collapsed. MIBR fall foul to the funny business. Bartak, it continues to happen.
This is wonderful. Really nice tactic. IHC playing it perfectly. Another smoke goes down as well. They'll have to boost behind this and hope for the best. Are they going for it?
Oh yeah, it's an AWP to save. I think that is it. They are IHC
No way.
on a compromised buy.
Yeah, it's a bit of a gimmicky play, but it's really quite powerful. They bought their time at the start of the round, made sure no one went down, everyone stayed alive, managing to get basic mid control, that one smoke, couple of flashes to avert the gaze of the pit player, then quad nade into that position, nuked him, and then swarming with the run and gun potential of those Tech 9s. Smokes go down, the two they had perfectly timed, and they leave the round with 3 rifles and a victory. That's massive.
Just as you were starting to wave the flag, you know,
Right.
saying IHC, it's warning signs, this is the way in which they get into the site. So Turtle gets one, but what's he to do? 3 nades land at his position, then Bartek hits this one, which does seal the deal.
Yes, another fortunate frag there, but this time in favor of IHC. We'll see whether there is cash to buy back, but MIBR still in the lead for now. AWP for Henny. We haven't seen many of these, and as mentioned, yesterday a little bit lackluster of the weapon. He's actually got a ton of frags today with 15.
Oh, I love this. He's got the timing, he's got the positioning, and they have the awareness. Just a shoulder peek that one, or rather a bit of his knee. So top banana is theirs. IHC confirmed with the sandbags molly and a flash for good measure. There is a lot more where that smoke just came from. They've got 2 additionals on this solo B player. So Exit's going to try and appear
Yes.
as many.
The reservoir of utility. Nice and full for now. Henny not feeling super comfortable and wants to take a bit of a pick there. Fortunate to get away with that one.
Does that not imply, like, oh, he's very confident to be taking fights?
Yeah.
Like that? Maybe there's more than one here. He's probably not alone, is he?
Oh, they're going to have a look. Flashbang going over. This will be gunning for mid control, and Tani
Oh,
completely
dear.
blind, but it doesn't seem to matter at all.
Yeah, the stack is breaking IHC's backs. They need to continue to take their time. 50-second back is still turning. Sani should have one dead to rights off the flash, but will fall back. IHC, panic stations now. This is when they can get flustered. This is when things can happen a bit sporadically. And they love this. Breno, oh, damage slipped off the head before he could find the lethality. Score alive, just about 35 and counting.
35, not long at all. Exit still with an incendiary. Bear that in mind. If they go back towards B, they are going to be running through flames. If he times it well, Brenner's coming over as well. I don't think there's a chance IHC win this just because they have the incendiary now, the M4 as well. There it is. That's 7 seconds you have to wait now, and you have no time to run back. So they're fully committed.
Ooh, I mean,
CTs will go for the boost.
the boost frag
Nice.
is no, actually saving.
Save, yeah, I think
Yeah.
it's the best idea. There's nothing you can do with this one. So that's a force buy from MIBR, answering back to what they just received. Excellent work there. It's Breno and Insani. A blind Insani, but he manages to get the Deagle headshot and didn't lose anyone, recovering rifles across the board and the AWP, so a very powerful round. 7-5, but saving 3 AK-47s, you're pretty much guaranteeing a force into round 13 for IHC.
Yeah, and they know Breno's a B player. So if he gets that first frag on A, it just took IHC a little too long to realize it's probably one dude cycling through his smoke. It was like a 20 to 30 second decision switch. Can't afford to take that long to make that conclusion.
Yes.
Any this time dispatched towards B is quite the contrary to the prior. Now there's only 2 leaning A on the early. It was 4 in the previous round, and now this boost to establish Henny with early banana info, just Techno to challenge. Good nade, shy of significant damage.
Bit more sprightly this round. IHC looked like they could commit right off the bat. And Sani not necessarily ready for it, has to pull back to more defensive line. The flashbang catches him perfectly, but they are committed to this.
Good nade, should be. Yeah, significant damage, Blitz. Completely blind, unloads his mag, confirms a successful flashbang. Exit trying to provide support through the now fading smoke, and Sani elevated, and look at the rotate. 4 members here from MIBR looking for their 8th. IHC, can they break into this A site? Perfect push. Breno only the one. It's Insani who's been very quiet. This is his chance. What's that? Looks away for the flash and dies. A nasty death. Back turned on that one leaves Henny miles away from any chance.
A nice change of pace there. A fresh of breath there, some would say.
As some would say.
And that's going to be a nice, compelling round for IHC. straight down towards middle at the start, and they didn't see it coming. As we said, it was Insani who just was out of position, caught by flashbang, scrambling back to the bomb site, and pincered. Nothing they could do. And that was a much-needed round for IHC, starting to drop off somewhat as they go 7-6. It's going to be a very close game. Just to know, this is their pick as well, but obviously everyone plays it. It's one of those maps you consider to be a third map decider usually, but we'll see whether MIBR can start to pull out in front. They are on the CT side after all. Techno in the pits, and Henny in T-Spawn. Looks like he'll be absolutely fine. They've called off the hunt. He'll save the AWP, but the money is battered and bruised over there. It's round 14. They need to decide whether they want to eco for the last or fully invest around the AWP. Those good flashbacks not really work from Techno 4K.
I mean, that is not the first or the second time we've seen it in this half alone. Techno with that speedy anti-flash reaction and then snapping back to the head.
Are you excited for Anubis?
Very, very excited.
Chad's going to join us as well on the desk, so we'll have the original trio.
That's right, the trio.
The trio, yeah. It's been a while, but I'm looking forward to that, especially on our favorite map as well. Here we go, though. It was not the force buy. They took an eco around the AWP, which doesn't mean they're out of danger just yet. Techno gets absolutely wrecked at the start. Now you'd assume Henny has to fall back towards A and just keep moving around, keep things dynamic.
Exactly what the doctor ordered. Maybe your medical license has expired by now.
Probably, yeah. It's been a few years.
Okay, that's more than he bargained for as Bartak meets a USP. Double dink. Awkward. Very awkward. This is supposed to be the gimme. I mean, Henny's found a great opening on the safe door, but it's just USPs. Oh, tip of the head. Annihilation lets it go. A nade would work. Molly too. Forces Insani wide. Blitzer has to clear. Go through. It's just pistols. Cautious on the pre-fire, 2 in the mini pit. Smoke is up for the hard clear. How are they hitting these? Another dink rattles into Blitz's score that saves them from a very red face.
Not out of the woods just yet. They have got an AK-47.
He's got armor on that. No punch to worry about. He can really do some damage. Blitz on towards that graveyard position. Good nade just to chip away. It's Breno that reveals short side. He's hoping his teammates can take some space off the back of that, and now it's Blitz. Whew. Traded by Henny. A nice quick flick from him. The AWP needs more. 17-6. A great performance to start. And now with Exit's Deeg, this gets scary. Score being run on down. Needs some more. Gets them both. It's all score. A quiet half. Now loud and indeed proud at 7. Pulls the 7th round out of the hat, and that was threatening.
Extremely proud. That was a difficult one. And MIBR, bear in mind, that was the full eco as well around the AWP. Comes right down to the 1 versus 1. But at this stage, that's absolutely fine. They got the round on the board, 7-7. And it will be MIBR with rifles across the board. You can see the frustration there as it was so tantalizingly close. Unable to close it out, though. Who will be taking the half, though? As we enter this final round of the first half, it looks like aggression from the CT towards top and middle again. It didn't work out before, and indeed, it backfires once again. Turtle still committed here. If he can pull this one back, it would be massive. It's down to Insani now, as Bartak completely removes all threats.
Holy moly. Black beans and guacamole. We have got ourselves
indeed.
A burrito.
Quite hungry, actually.
I could eat.
You missed out on the group breakfast this morning.
Yeah, well, that was the call time. Was it a little
It was, yeah, it was. It was like an 8:45 call time.
8:45.
Yeah, it was a little pre-show meeting, you know.
Oh, jeez.
Went to your favorite spot as well, the two boys.
I do want some of that chorizo. Chorizo to start the day.
The pancakes are the best. They do pancakes, bacon, and ice cream, which sounds weird, but it's a beautiful combination.
Yeah, the sweet and the savory. Very umami, he says, without any knowledge of what that means.
It's a word.
Very umami. It's a word people use. I've heard Maui use it before.
Does sound like a very Maui word.
Yeah. the umami body of the wine.
Well, here we go. Final play. Unfortunately for the CTs, they have been spotted. Oh,
Breno's BBL betrays him. Still gets the frag. It's all good.
Yeah, they've gone towards B, unfortunately, so that will be the end of it. Will be IHC taking it 8-7. Blitz will be investigating their rotations towards Library. So they have to go down towards bottom and middle. Maybe they catch him on timings here. Oh, they have. Oh, maybe not.
Who's caught who?
Yeah.
We'll work it out. I mean, it's last round. Exit loaded to try and do what he hasn't done before. 1v4, not to be 8-7. Okay, IHC, happy with that one. It's a T start that they'll be proud of in their map pick. It is a must win, according to the desk. Let's find out if they can do so in the second half. That's not my software.
Look in my eyes, you seeing victory. We ain't taking L's, death to our enemies. You see the drip on me, you cannot get with me, you cannot stop me. Sit back and watch me, straight to the top. When we drop, you better join us. Boy, we hot, money in the bank, yo, we ain't playing. You should've listened when we said we staying. We ain't going nowhere, we ain't got no fear. Sit back and take notes, cause homie, we get hit. Let's get ready for the rumble. All y'all welcome to the jungle. Hold up, y'all really tryna come at me? Bring it on. Enemies all around, ready for war now. Standing on this ground, and we will not give up the crown. Fighting till the end, we stay until we win. Y'all better bring it on, cause this is our battle song. Into the jungle, into the jungle, bring it on. What in the world, huh? You all of my nerves, huh? You never return, huh? When you enter in the jungle. Look in your eyes, I'm seeing trouble. You were the champ, but I'm taking that buckle. You a Goliath, but I got the sling. I'm taking your head when I enter the ring. No matter what opposition that you bring, I will be standing cause I am the king. I am the lion, this is my jungle. Like a gorilla, ready to rumble. All out till we take the crown. We ain't giving up, we ain't backing down. We the new money, about to rise up. Time to move over cause your time's up. Way too hungry, never be denied. Pain in my eyes, aiming for the skies. Better sit down, better be humble. Hope you ready, into the jungle. It's all around, ready for war now. Standing on this ground, and we will not give up the crown. Fighting till the end, we stay until we win. Y'all better bring it on, cause this is our battle song. Into the jungle, into the jungle, bring it on. What in the world, huh? You all of my nerves, huh? You never return, huh? When you enter in the jungle. We ain't going nowhere. We ain't got no fear.
Man, seeing in the kitchen bringing that magic.
IHC MIBR, baby. Yes, it is that first half, the first map, the second day. I'm with my boy Greer.
Dr. Greer.
Dr. Greer, as he used to be known. Of course, we all know why you lost your license.
Proctology is not my field. What can I say?
Solid. I know I threw you under the bus a little bit.
No, I got you. I got
nice
you.
one, man. Appreciate you. So we're comfortable. I hope you are at home as well. Let us know how you're watching if you're comfortable. If you're uncomfortable, maybe we can do some Agony Aunt type beat as well.
Absolutely.
We're
we
all
haven't
here
used
for you.
the hashtag enough yet.
Actually, I haven't even looked at it, but yeah.
Hashtag ESL Pro
League.
Yeah. Send us a question to Alex or I, and we'll try and answer them in the lull of the game. Getting into a pistol now, though, and it was a pretty unfortunate one for IHC in the previous sphere. They can bounce back as they'll switch over to the CT forces here.
Stark contrast to our first T-pistol, as there is some nades in play. Let's see how that contrast is. Oh, yes.
Mr. Birchall on the ones and twos.
Oh, I hope he's listening to his casters. I like it when my observer is, you know, kind of...
Shut up.
An extension of the commentary duo. You know, Rush has always been, I've seen him as kind of the third man. He's always reacting, pressing the buttons. Like, for example, if I said, oh, there's a two-man B setup here. Oh, look at that. Oh, look, you see what he did?
This is huge. Now we know exactly what's going on.
All right, you got this.
B execution coming through. The smokes you might expect from both sides. And this has to be the commitment now from the T's. They'll be running into the loving embrace of Blitz, but he gets taken down. Turtle coming out of his shell as they find themselves in a 5-on-3. The retake might not even be realistic at this stage. You don't have a kit. 2 players down and a backstab coming through CT spawn as well.
There's going to be some friction on the CTs. Actually getting boxed in. They want to take all that Kevlar away. Insani could use a headshot or two, and there's one onto Annihilation. They are going to take everything away from these CTs as MIBR looking to quickly tie things up. First round of this second half.
Yeah, pretty comprehensive victory, and it's the exact same sort of result. Remember, MIBR had the clean sweep on their CT pistol as well. All 5 players surviving due to the 5 Kevlars from IHC, and yeah, IHC give another one away. We're getting nothing done. That's huge for MIBR. We'd expect a force buy coming into the second one. CZ, 5-7s, that sort of thing. Let's have a look at the replay, though. It was the Julies that didn't exactly deliver there. Could have been huge.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Yes,
what's
indeed.
The numbers were wrong,
Oh, dear.
but they're
Whose
better
fault was
now.
it?
I think they're better now.
Okay.
It was Rush's fault.
Okay. Just wanted to confirm that.
Chad, can you remember that like swap sides command?
CO_spec_swap.
Swap player side.
There you go.
Thank you.
Right then. Big nade at the start there. Significant damage towards the Ts. That makes them quite vulnerable now to the taps of the 5-7, the CZs. And 1 taps are available at this stage. They'll be taking full banana control. Not all 5 committed here. You can see Turtle went towards second mid. He'll be catching rotations, watching for flanks.
Yeah, I mean, that smoke. I like Blitz's restraint there. He knows those initial shots out of Breno were not a commitment. And he knows that limited supply. That will force a reaction, though. Smoke exchange, similar to the pistol.
Absolutely.
If we get a similar result.
They're getting battered and bruised here.
Yeah, okay. Breno's going to park himself tucked in on the cross.
This isn't a lock-in for MIBR. This is looking quite difficult because they've baited out some smokes on the CT side, sure, but they're going to have to execute again. There's a boost in CT spawn once more, but obviously a common position, often pre-fired, but how chaotic will it get? Good smoke.
Yeah. Score needs one on least on that P250. What's that from Blitz? Just charges in to the mouth of MIBR, and already only Insani's the one across. Finally, Exit does sweep Score under the rug, and now likely to see that plant go down. Henny gets it done.
Yeah, they're not out of the woods just yet, though. You can see Exit and Henny very low indeed. They're all grouped up towards new boxes as well. It's getting a little bit chaotic. The Deagle headshot starting to land.
Both there. Both new box are now both equipped. Rifles, this goes either way. Have to hurry up a little. Oh, confirmation of one. Still paranoid about the second. This bait and switch from MIBR is brilliant. You can see the paranoia growing. Now they know one more's there. It's Exit. It's going to be difficult to close now. Bartek does not have the time. Exit playing a good game at the back of the site, and it will be converted all the way down to a one-on-one.
Yeah, very, very close. And unfortunately, that is the force buy, right? So you bring it down to 1 versus 1, but it doesn't mean too much unless you buy up into the next round and take this risk once again. Whether they decide to do that would be crazy to me. You should be taking the full eco here, but there is the option, I suppose. We'll see what they go with. That was quite nice from MIBR, though. The double execution towards B, bait out the grenades first. The double pump, I suppose you can call it.
Yeah.
And then going in once you've hopefully taken their utility away. But up close and personal, as you said, Blitz managing to make things a little bit uncomfortable. And there will not be a force buy, so just having to yield at this stage. Blitz will be dropped. And they've got a bit of a B stack here, so this is a very old school tactic. You rush one down banana, everyone else is stacking, and they assume it's clear, but there's funny business here. Henny, he's old school himself. He's seen it all before.
Very well
You guys
handled.
like that? You like that?
That was
Well
lovely.
done.
I got them all.
You
We
got
saw
every
every
single
frag.
frag. Yeah, you don't
Just
see
like
that
the
very often.
Pokemon. Yeah.
You caught all of them. Well, is this going to be the buy at least? Annihilation, 6,300, AWP in hand. Henny purchasing it as well on the T side. And a MAC-10 in the mix as well. Bear in mind, that can be very powerful. 3 players on the CT side with no helmets.
How do you get Pikachu on a bus?
You poke him on. Would that be it?
That is it, Doctor. That is it. Insani. Aggressive. Blitz. Under a lot of scrutiny. Flames and bullet. Hot lead does find one. No trade from the nade. How has he lived that one?
Back at him.
Yeah, just about out. Okay, well, they maintain their advantage. That's a big step in the right direction. MIBR looking to maintain the clean sheet here on their T side.
Well, Techno is allowing Score to be there by himself. They've got to read that this could be an A finish, and they would be dead on. We're going towards the apartments here with multiple players, so look out for the A pounce from the bedroom spot, and that's going to be flashes from the chimney, maybe a lurk smoke coming out here, but they need to get past the mighty Bartak.
This is a retro angle, and he will not continue to hold, instead hoping to catch them. Oh my god! Element of surprise, the perfect flash. It's only Annihilation for IHC. Techno as well contributing, as now MIBR are dropping like flies, swatted away by Annihilation on that AWP. Surely a teammate has this. Has that balcony. He can focus on Insani. No cover. A risky angle. And that gets them straight back into things, especially if that smoke can go down. Insani needs to be careful. Nade, Techno. It's only him now on that low HP. Lingering in the smoke, maybe going to isolate a duel. Insani down, bomb denied, but around the smoke exit, it has the advantage. One-on-one, can he hide from that graveyard reposition? Good read. A great read from Techno. Can he clutch up? Exit trying to play the fade, gets the info on the
Spotted
jiggle.
him.
Exit doesn't know. Perfect play from Techno! Oh, no! Can't close! Oh, that's a big one from Exit. Triple kill.
Another 1 versus 1 that slips by the wayside for IHC. Techno, as you said, playing it so well. Great awareness and annihilation. It's unfortunate for him, as you mentioned, an interesting angle considering the situation there. Huge gamble not to watch the apartments, and he gets punished for it after finding 2 very impressive kills. The round falls apart. These are great. This second one especially just does so much work, and then he goes down. There's the easy frag. Exit can't believe his luck, and he's the one that closes it out as well. That's really unfortunate for Techno, who also played very well in that situation. 11-8. The Brazilians starting to edge a lead now after winning both pistols in convincing manner.
And this is what the desk have been talking about, dude. It's like, it's so hard sometimes to watch teams like this because they're so close.
Yeah.
It's like, it's these 1v1s. I mean, we talked about it. It's like 16-13, 16-14. How many of those losses? It's like one of these rounds, one of those.
Yeah.
And they seem to just be unavoidable at this point, which I guess is a product of this growth into the tier 1 scene.
Their map pick as well. Anubis coming up next. And for now, a chance to discuss their options, a tactical timeout, but we're getting back into the action. We have got Desert Eagles for IHC.
Someone's
Mighty
having fun on the
Mongolians.
B stream as well.
It sounds very fun.
It does sound like there's some action going down for sure. Of course, reminder, there are 2 streams running simultaneously. Be sure to check that one out. Annihilation was considering checking out middle on that early jiggle. That's fun to say.
Desert Eagle probing towards middle, and Blitz has got away with this sandbag position, but maybe not for long. They are starting to fall back. CT's receiving a double nade there, but no damage inflicted. That Desert Eagle will do a lot more than that.
If he
Might be over the double kill.
Oh, the crosshair perfectly placed, but yeah, Turtle's just going to be quicker to the trigger.
Indeed he is.
Threatening here, MIBR, they're just going through the motion so well. I mean, Score seems like his days are numbered if he even wants to glance towards the balcony position, which is coming. Oh, gets away with it. And Annihilation with some murder of his own design. That Deagle successful in not only seizing the advantage back, but rotting the clock as MIBR are given the dual. Annihilation just a bit horny for it.
Yeah, it does happen sometimes.
Gotta put a leash on him.
So 3 players remain on either side. Huge advantage, of course, for MIBR, as they'll slowly but surely start to put IHC in a stranglehold here. We've got Techno 4K in towards the pit. If he can get 1 kill, it might be enough, but almost certainly going to be dropped here.
Certainly now, it's not ideal. 3, 2, and 1. Henny arrives on the graveyard elevation. Man is locked in. And where is that rotate? Finally, they're coming down banana push. Techno has lived as long as he could. An AK scooped up. Maybe there's something for Blitz to say, but this one looks like another MIBR round. This could be flawless. 5 rounds in to this second half.
So they don't have a kit. He looks like he wants to give it a go at least with the AK. Smoke goes down to provide some cover from the pit player. Wow, what a play that is. Great read.
Oh, damage as well. They distract with the wall bang, but still Blitz, yeah, up the creek. No paddle. Great shots and just turned. Oh, if only he had the kit. Blitz with all of that handiwork. It's good in the grand scheme, maybe, but at this point, IHC, they're not going to be happy with that.
Certainly not. That's 5 rounds in a row now, and I think 3 where we've had 1v1s back-to-back. Another one where they didn't really have much in the round whatsoever, but they made it very, very close, and you're right, if he had the kit, he actually wins the round. Not going to be the case. This was absolutely sick. Drops a smoke, knowing a reaction would come through, pre-fires him. His teammate gets the dink onto the final player here as well. Gets that call, pre-fires into Turtle, and yeah, great effort. If they win the round, you'd be really...
How shy do you reckon that bomb was? 10-second defuse, you probably, what, it was like 7 or 8 at that point?
Yeah, I think you're right. Well then, first gun round, Annihilation brings out the AWP. Breno trying to get stuck in towards a banana. Molotovs exchange, Blitz will have to reposition. Annihilation looking for any jump up players here. All surrounded by the flames, nowhere to go, locked in.
Yeah, really had very few options in front of him there, poor Blitz. And oh, no trade, Annihilation goes for a repeak. And it puts Score in dire circumstances. He's got the whole squad coming his way. He loads his mag into 2, more than you could have asked of him. As more pushing through the smoke. Techno 1, Bartak's arrived just in time. You don't clutch up. Okay, it's exit. Holds the nerve for MIBR. A threatening, again, defense, but this is just running away now from IHC. Unable to have a single response. Sure, some great retakes, some threatening retakes and clutch attempts. It's Breno, who's been a bit of a master of this B side of the map, both on defense and now he's the one making space on the attack.
Yeah, and again, some great efforts there from Score. A double kill. Back and forth it went, but that's going to be 6 rounds in a row on the T side for MIBR, stretching their legs now, making it look easy. As we'll take yet another tactical timeout. It's going to be the second for IHC.
How am I going here, boys?
Really good,
Honestly,
actually.
yeah.
You're creating art here, Chad.
Yeah, I'm looking for a career change.
How's it feeling?
So, it's all right.
What's your technical analysis, or is it like Rush that when you're observing, you actually can't watch any of the Counter-Strike?
So with the practice I did, you just worried about numbers.
Yeah.
So, you know, 6 has been pretty good banana. 4's found himself in a lot of trouble. So, you know, we're really keeping numbers.
Yeah, you caught
today.
Blitz's hyper-aggression that last round. Poor boy.
Yeah, that's one name for it.
Yeah.
This might be over soon, lads.
I think it might be. Yet to find a round on the CT side, but you never know. Could pull things back. It could all start here. AWP for Mass for Techno, and it's Glass Cannon. Just to note that as well. 3-man setup towards B, and we'll see what they can make of this one. It will be Annihilation with the AWP, but he can't really justify getting towards Car with no Kevlar. You would get absolutely nuked.
No Kevlar at Car.
Exactly. Not a good idea.
This is the procedures for top banana. And top mid. So simultaneously, CT's in the dark.
Yeah, removing that vision. Creating ambiguity.
Ooh, lovely word.
And now, Bartak and Techno 4K do call for the rotation of Blitz. And Annihilation slowly but surely gaining information towards Banana. So we'll see whether this slight execution towards A is whether they're going to be fully committed or just trying to bait out CT utility here. They've got nice mid control. And they can even fall back here. Henny with the bomb, just checking out any potential pushes here. Needs to be very careful for the aforementioned C4. And they're happy to just leave the sniper there now, hoping this is an A play. Here comes the final execution now. Full commitment, Score. We'll have to defend it from the library, but he, as you can see, completely smoked out.
Yeah, first contact Bartak. Trying to time it well. Flash and ooh, executed by Insani. Perfect on the first bullet. It's Techno standing and delivering with that FAMAS. Henny will not let that go. They know Techno's on the site, but he's still getting shots, still hitting every single one he takes. It's Exit dancing with him, knows the push, he knows he's baiting. Okay, well executed from MIBR, and they were light on time. That was 8 seconds left. They still have enough to close it out, and we 11 assists. And Sani, I know we were talking about his frags, but he had one of those games where he was definitely doing some damage. That's a nice actual lethal frag, but 11 assists for Asani. At this level of play, he's just been getting close but no cigar for an entire map.
Just to note as well, MIBR have got 3 players with 200 utility damage.
Worth noting.
6 kills total, that's pretty big. Blitz though, surely he can go massive, and it's just a single frag again. There's a great flash, great swing, just not quite enough damage done, but looking to recover the rifle, and it's going to be picked up. Can they get that first round and avoid that point?
Sticking around, I mean, I understand taking pot shots when you're at this disadvantage, but also so much on the line if you want to see more of Inferno, as I'm sure IHC and their fans do. So you've recovered that rifle, still 3 in play. A gamble of sorts. And they want to fight. They want to take these jewels. They want the stand. They want to bang. And Bartak, with Annihilation's help, is holding them at bay. There's 2 left. If they commit, it's curtains. Turtle does not clear his corner. And Bartak will deliver a massive frag for IHC.
Henny, the old veteran here, could step up. Not an impossible scenario, but any stretch. 40 seconds remaining. Full health, a flashbang. Just needs someone to give him an opening. Smoked out for now, looking for any boosted players. And yeah, doesn't want to throw that just yet, but time is of the essence. Wants to see if there's any sort of flank coming through, but he'll have to do something to kind of present it, persuade them to come looking.
Yeah, they're kind of locking him in as well. Good find on Annihilation. If you can find Bartek, game on, 6 bullets. And that's not going to be easy. Bartek will play the time. It's on his side at this point. In 4 seconds, you have to be planting. Oh, Henny. Unable to deliver. And IHC finally break their silence.
There it is. Decent attempt by Henny, but the 3 versus 1 eludes him, and no plant comes through. But bear in mind, these rounds have been so close, Alex. Even though they've won the entire half so far, it's come down to so many 1v1s. I doubt they have cash. Yeah, they're averaging like $3,000 per player right now, so they might even just force buy this one and try and get that map point. But IHC finding their first, it was a compromise buy as well. So well done to them. Is this the start of something great? They're not out of it just yet. The CD side of Inferno just need, what, 5 rounds or so to catch them up.
Take a
Really
look
good stuff for a number 1 there, I thought. He
Yeah.
did a great job towards the back of the site, number 1.
Excellent work.
Understanding the situation. So good stuff to 1.
Shout out to Bartek one time. Top of the scoreboard as well in the server. Only Henny has his head above those on 19. Breno exit for MIBR.
Money's in the mud, boys.
Yeah, they're 7-0 up. It's kind of wild. It shows you how close it's been. Really unfortunate for IHC. And they're going to have... What is that, Chad?
That's Soap McTavish.
I didn't ask for that
I
sound
don't
effect.
think that was me. Sorry, guys.
Yeah, I should hope
Never
so.
had that when Rush was observing.
No, never have. That's weird. Anyway,
Sorry about that interruption, guys.
I can only apologize for that. AK-47 for Henny, and it might be over already because he's got 58 HP and nothing behind us. So $750 as this round presumably falls apart.
Something about the chickens.
Yeah, I think it's,
Just feathers and bones.
jokes aside, I think it's like a random sound cue that happens like 1 in 100 times.
Yeah.
Like, I've heard it a few times over the years, but it's like legit a random sound
Just a
cue.
random... So it's like a poltergeist.
Yes, that's actually not bad. That's maybe your best work ever.
Thank you very much. I'm here all week.
God.
And the
okay.
next one. And the next one.
And the next,
And
yeah.
the next one.
Okay, well, as mentioned, pretty much a full eco. Just the AK-47 and the Glocks. Hang on. Oh, this is ugly Annihilation.
Hideous.
Did they get the AWP as well?
Maybe.
should be
No.
fine.
Okay, it's Techno that saves him. I love that. Look at that smoke. Throws it down, peeks around. And Insani trying his best to
Hang
get a
on.
bit of a round here. Yeah, he's dead. He's dead. It's all cool for the IHC
That was my worst
score.
round yet, boys.
Yeah,
I'm
well,
sorry.
I didn't want to say anything.
That was my
but-
worst round yet.
It was chaotic. You know, it's difficult to do.
It'll be better.
You did
I
catch
promise.
the kind of deagle actually of Annihilation.
Well, this was rubbish. Annihilation should have got this kill every day of the week.
Yeah.
What's going on here?
I'm not sure. There's been a couple of interesting moments here. Bombs and CT spawn. Missed AWP shots, but money pretty bad now. Henny investing that AK, he'll be down to just a Tech 9. This is how you let them back into the game, by ruining your own finances.
I think the coach is thinking the same thing. That's their last timeout, from my
yeah, it's
understanding.
like, bloody hell, Henny. Like, now I've got no cash. What have we done that for?
Let's finish.
Now we've got Galils and Tech 9s if we're trying to close it out. Then we're eco if we lose this one.
And this is, yeah, it's tough on the dig.
Yep, he's low. He's low.
Yeah, minus 50.
Minus 50, I think. I fired off 3 off shots in a whole clip.
Yeah, you
but,
can hear it going down. It's like, yeah, I think it's low, probably low.
Surely
Yeah,
low.
Should be low.
So, speaking of low, the cash not looking good. Galil for exit. Henny on the Tech 9 as mentioned. And IHC somewhat finding some control here on the CD side. A couple of rounds in a row. Can't afford to give one more away, but still, until the clock reads 16, they're absolutely fine. Bartek towards the apartments, and that's exactly where MIBR are heading. Maybe the A pounce will be coming in here as well, but a decent smoke, that slows them down.
I wonder if that's the one
Yeah, that could be.
because they're staring at it like it
Yeah.
is.
Yeah.
You can see 3 of them just.
That's the angle. Oh, Chad, if that's you, that's wild.
Definitely not. That's MC.
Oh,
Shout out
that's
to MC.
definitely me, mate. Don't you worry about
That's
that.
very impressive.
Wow.
You've got that.
They actually have 2 dudes, one just to provide those,
Okay.
and he can take over at any time.
I wouldn't even know where to start, how to
No.
get that set up. So,
No
yeah,
way.
understandable.
One point we had a dude. Oh! Turtle wins out on that early flash exchange. It was flash in for Bartek, and just a bit of a mistiming on that. You can see team flash assist. Don't know if we should read into that too much. And Annihilation's back to perhaps redeem himself on that short side. It's Techno. The double out of nowhere, an MIBR collapse.
Here we go.
It's starting, and now the coach has got a gag order issued. He cannot call another timeout, so he's going to have to watch as this gap could continue to close.
Absolutely could. Exit and Henny remain, but In terms of loss bonus, going to the next round, Alex, they get $2,400 per player. So if they save these two weapons, won't be much to go with them. They might as well just keep the money at a level. Everyone's fully invested or broke, instead of having two players broken and then having AKs and you have to eco around them. It just gets really messy. You might as well just get rid of this now.
And maybe, you find a plant. Because
Maybe.
it's certainly not out of the realms of possibility. A 2-on-2 as it stands, and Score spotted CT. A weird smoke kind of isolates Blitz, and means Score has to do it on his own. Never mind. The flash is perfect. The support is there, and so is the round. It's IHC 3 in a row as they look to stabilize on their map pick.
I redeemed myself there as well, boys. I absolutely smashed that round. That's a 5 out of 5.
I'm going to give you a green card.
Yeah, do we have the green card available?
We're working on it. We're working on it.
Okay.
A brownie point, maybe a stars. Yeah, I think Chad, you mentioned stars. Have we got any
Gold
sticky
stars? Yeah. I'll
can
sort
work on
those
that.
out. Yeah, we'll treat it like it was grade 4.
Yeah.
So we'll get the gold stars.
I had a star chart
sorry.
to get my first music album. Once I had my 10 stars
What did you
on the
choose?
thing. Sum 41. Does this look infected?
That's not a bad shout.
No, I like the album artwork.
Yeah.
Oh, and I love our talent manager. Hello, Caffeine. Thank you.
Love that. So, Annihilation should be a bit of a gimme here. We have nothing really invested apart from the upgraded pistols, no utility, no Kevlar, and they've maybe threaded the needle somewhat. Annihilation will catch him though. Nice little double kill there. Should shut down all threat.
Yeah, it's really bad, but I'm just doubting it. Every time I see another, I just take a ballsy peek down, like, oh, don't. Don't. All good.
Okay. All of a sudden, they're right back in this game. They were 7-0 down on their CT campaign, but now stringing 4 together. Just by virtue of the finances collapsing here after so many close 1v1s and then a couple of interesting investments, they found themselves potentially on the back foot here, MIBR that is, but it will be IHC to throw them a bone and call their own time out here. So a chance for both coaches to get stuck in.
And the actual numbers on that, I mean, you're bang on, but it's so 3 1v1s and then 2 players surviving.
Right.
So like that was how the economy got so depleted. We talk about that magic number of 3, killing 3 forces awkward buys, and yeah, well, there you have it. So that run, that lovely run, of course, 7-0 start on our second half, but the majority of those, or rather 5 of those, were with unideal ending player count. Looks like IHC, if they can, pass this test now, we are on like Donkey Kong.
And you know that guy.
He's on.
He
Something,
really
for
is
sure.
on.
I mean, no one can throw barrels for that long relentlessly without a little bit of help.
And keep someone hostage, presumably, like forever, it seems, as well. The princess never got rescued.
Was it Donkey Kong or was it Bowser? Did they both do it? I actually don't know.
Maybe they're the same team.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know. Donkey Kong, I thought was a good guy, actually.
Yeah, I think he's a good dude. He's got the
he
little
was
one.
keeping the princess hostage in that game.
Yeah,
so maybe he's
Princess
not that
Peach. Yeah, maybe not, actually.
good. All right, well, we'll get back to that. We'll get someone to look into it.
Yeah, we do play a lot of Counter-Strike. That is a
Yeah.
game we play a whole lot more.
Kind of the only game I play now. Nothing really else interests me, unfortunately.
See where they go on that. So that was an interesting extinguish. I think that might get the CTs on B a little more nervous than normal. Like, yeah, there's another smoke immediately. So something achieved off of that. They still have 2 to play with on this defensive side. Techno jiggling alongside, and a 3-man lean here. Annihilation responsible for short, support from Bartak available as Insani starts his campaign.
Waiting for the smoke to dissipate. Techno 4K to receive a couple of Brazilians around the corner very, very shortly.
He's not got his gun out, so I'm guessing it's a flash and fall.
Might be. Yeah, you're dead on.
Stubborn. Gets the info. Gets the flash out. Techno needs to be able to take these duels eventually. Brave. Deadly is Techno. Traded by Breno. 4-on-4. A move of the smoke. Bartak does preside, and it's Annihilation. Good for the challenge. Shuts down exit. Bartak deleted as Turtle spins on a dime to get the double into the site. This bomb can be planted. Henny finds himself an upgrade in the meantime. This is a big round. Don't forget how much rides on this one as MIBR looking for their first in a while. 4 in a row. Can they make it 5? It doesn't look like it's going to be easy. With Blitz gone. Score having a look.
This would be a hell of a clutch now. Makes his way in with the AK-47. Low HP on Henny, but a sigh of relief. They've alleviated a lot of pressure there as well as they find round number 15. Money's decent for IHC. Certainly still could go overtime. T-side hasn't been super compelling since they've broken the string of rounds that MIBR found at the start. Annihilation hitting some vital shots there. But wasn't quite enough. Turtle Nice big double kill out of the apartments. Bit of a scrappy round to actually find it, but they all count. Nice work from Henny there. Confirms around with the AWP.
Chad, are you still there?
What's up, man?
You know the multi-kills on HLTV? Was that the stat that betrayed you last time?
Yeah, and it's bugged on Insani and Brenner.
Okay,
We've
yeah.
had SEO investigating.
The math doesn't check out. It's
Nah,
saying everyone's done a lot of things.
It's bugged.
Okay, I'm going to leave it. And perhaps this one could be the last round on Inferno. Blitz throws caution to the wind.
He does, and a score under the bus. As he'll be left alone towards B. He does well, but smoked off here. They're not coming in. They've lost the bomb. Not claiming it straight away. They've been thwarted.
Here, yeah, okay. They're flashing as well. The CTs know there's a chance, a window of opportunity. That bomb still not picked up. Execute arriving. So is the rotate. We've got the full squad here. It's 4-on-4. Starting to swing now. Techno shy of the jab, and it's Breno good for the multi-kill master. Breno lays down the law. Annihilation, just one on the floor, but that's it. Inferno is MIBRs in this head-to-head, and that's looking very good. Very promising signs from the Brazilian side.
Yeah, taking their opponent's map pick of Inferno, Anubis up next, and a good team effort overall. But IHC, some signs of life there. Wasn't a disastrous performance. First game of the day, had a couple of blunders thrown in there, a lot of close 1v1s that fell apart. But still, this series is warming up, and I think Anubis is going to be excellent.
Yeah, Anubis. Can't wait. See you next time.